Yoga for Beginners by Norbert Reinwand. The book provides an introduction to the principles and practice of yoga. It should be suitable for absolute beginners as well as for advanced users who want to deepen their knowledge. The book has the following content: a brief history and philosophy of yoga, its different styles and traditions, and its health and spiritual benefits. An explanation of the key concepts and principles of yoga, such as breathing, posture, alignment, balance, flexibility, strength, and relaxation. A guide to choosing the right yoga equipment, clothes, mat, and accessories. A description of the most common yoga poses, asanas, with step-by-step instructions, photos, and tips for correct execution and adjustment. A collection of yoga sequences for different goals and needs, such as stress relief, energy gain, sleep improvement, weight management, back pain, pregnancy, and more. An introduction to the advanced aspects of yoga, such as meditation, breathing techniques, pranayama, energy centers, chakras, mantras, and mudras. A glossary of the most important yoga terms and expressions. The book has a friendly, motivating, and informative tone. It conveys to readers that yoga is accessible and adaptable to everyone, regardless of age, gender, fitness, or experience. It also answers the most common questions and concerns of yoga beginners and help them develop a regular and safe yoga practice. A brief history and philosophy of yoga, its different styles and traditions, and its health and spiritual benefits. Yoga is an ancient practice that originated in India and has evolved over thousands of years. Yoga means connection or unity in Sanskrit and refers to the harmonization of body, mind, and spirit. Yoga has a rich history influenced by different source texts, philosophies, and religions. The most important are the Vedas, the Upanishads, the Bhagavad Gita, the Yoga Sutra of Patanjali, and the Hatha Yoga Pradipika. These texts describe the principles, goals, and methods of yoga, such as the 8 limbs of Ashtanga Yoga, the yamas and niyamas, ethical rules, the asanas, postures, the pranayama, breathing techniques, the dharana, concentration, the dhyana, meditation, and samadhi, enlightenment. Over time, yoga has split into different styles and traditions that have different emphases. Some of the most well-known are Hatha Yoga, Vinyasa Yoga, Bikram Yoga, Iyengar Yoga, Kundalini Yoga, Yin Yoga, and Ashtanga Yoga. Each style has its own merits, challenges, and adjustments for different needs and abilities. Yoga is a practice for everyone, regardless of age, gender, religion, or physical condition. Yoga has innumerable health and well-being benefits. It can help reduce stress, strengthen muscles, increase flexibility, improve balance, boost the immune system, lower blood pressure, promote sleep, and more. In addition, yoga can also bring spiritual benefits, such as a sense of peace, joy, gratitude, and connection with oneself and the universe. Yoga is a philosophy of life that teaches us to be mindful, loving, and compassionate. An explanation of the key concepts and principles of yoga, such as breathing, posture, alignment, balance, flexibility, strength, and relaxation. Yoga is an Indian philosophical teaching from Ayurveda that deals with the harmonization of body, mind, and soul. Yoga means union or integration in Sanskrit and aims to connect the individual with their immortal self. To achieve this goal, there are different ways or directions of yoga that set different priorities. The best known and most widespread form in the West is Hatha Yoga, which emphasizes physical exercises, asanas, and breathing exercises, pranayama. The physical exercises of yoga have many positive effects on health and well-being. They stretch and strengthen the muscles, ligaments, and joints, improve the mobility of the spine, stimulate the circulation, promote digestion, strengthen the immune system, and prevent diseases. The breathing exercises of yoga help regulate the flow of life force energy, prana, oxygenate the body, calm the mind, and reduce stress. Exercises are performed in a specific posture, alignment, and balance for optimal effect. The individual needs and possibilities of each individual are taken into account. In addition to physical and breathing exercises, yoga also includes relaxation, positive thinking, and meditation. Relaxation serves to relieve tension in the muscles and nervous system, to allow the body to rest and to recharge your batteries. Positive thinking helps to shed negative thoughts, boost self-confidence, and develop an optimistic attitude towards life. Meditation is the highest level of yoga in which the senses are withdrawn, concentration is sharpened, and all thoughts are transcended. This is said to bring about a state of inner stillness, peace, and enlightenment. A holistic understanding of yoga also includes proper nutrition, which consists of natural foods, is nutritious and balanced. Such a diet is said to keep the body light and supple, calm the mind, and provide sufficient resistance to disease. In addition, yoga should encourage you to deal with your life, to become aware of discrepancies, and to strive for change. So yoga is more than just a set of exercises. It is a philosophy of life based on knowledge that is thousands of years old. The main concepts and principles of yoga are breathing, posture, alignment, balance, flexibility, strength, relaxation, positive thinking, and meditation. Through the regular practice of yoga, one can not only improve one's physical health, but also enhance one's mental clarity, emotional balance, and spiritual development. A guide to choosing the right yoga equipment, clothing, mat, and accessories. Yoga is a popular form of physical and mental exercise that offers many health and well-being benefits. It doesn't take much to practice yoga, but there are a few things to consider when looking to get the right yoga gear. In this article, we give you some tips on how to choose the right clothes, mat, and accessories for your yoga practice. Clothing. The clothing you wear for yoga should be comfortable, breathable, and stretchy. It should give you enough freedom of movement without slipping or pinching. Avoid clothing that is too tight, too baggy, or too heavy. You can choose between different materials such as cotton, linen, wool, or synthetic fibers. Make sure that the clothing does not overheat or cool your body. Depending on the season and personal preference, you can wear shorts or long pants, tops, or shirts. A well-fitting sports bra is recommended for women. The mat. The mat is the most important piece of your yoga gear. It offers you a non-slip and padded surface for your exercises. The mat should be long and wide enough for your whole body to stretch out on. The thickness of the mat depends on your comfort level and yoga style. A thicker mat offers more cushioning for the joints, but can also make it more difficult to balance. A thinner mat is easier to transport and allows more ground contact. The mat should be made of a durable and environmentally friendly material, such as natural rubber, cork, or cotton. The accessories. The accessories are optional but can support and enrich your yoga practice. There are different types of accessories, such as blocks, straps, pillows, blankets, or bolsters. These can help you reach, deepen, or hold certain postures. They can also serve as an aid to relaxation. The accessory should be made of a soft and comfortable material, such as foam, wood, or fabric. You should choose accessories that suit your height and yoga level. Conclusion. Choosing the right yoga equipment is a personal decision that depends on many factors. Above all, you should feel comfortable and safe with your equipment. Try different options and see what works best for you. Yoga is a wonderful practice that can bring you great joy and benefit. A description of the most common yoga poses, asanas, with step-by-step instructions, tips for correct execution and adjustment. Yoga is a popular practice that balances the body, mind, and spirit. Yoga consists of different exercises called asanas. Asanas are postures that can be performed statically or dynamically. They help stretch, strengthen, and relax muscles, mobilize joints, deepen breathing, and heighten awareness. There are many different asanas that can vary depending on the level of difficulty, effect, and target group. In this article, we will introduce you to some of the most common yoga poses that are suitable for beginners. We'll explain how to do them correctly, their benefits, and how to customize them to suit your unique needs. Also, we show you some photos so you can get a better idea of the asanas. The most common yoga poses, asanas, for beginners. 1. Mountain pose, Tadasana. Mountain pose is a simple standing pose that serves as the basis for many other asanas. It improves posture, strengthens the legs, and promotes balance. That's how it's done. Stand up straight. Big toes touch, heels slightly apart. Alternatively, place your feet hip-width apart. Distribute the weight evenly between both feet. Activate the thighs, straighten the kneecaps forward, and slightly rotate the thighs inwards. Your arms hang loosely down, palms can rest on the sides of the thighs. The shoulders sink down, the breastbone is raised towards the ceiling. Keep your head straight and look ahead. Hold the position for 30 seconds or more and breathe calmly and deeply. Tips: if you close your eyes in mountain pose, you train your sense of balance. As you stretch your arms overhead and bring your palms together, intensify the stretch in your upper body. 2. Tree Vrikshasana. The tree is a standing balance position that increases self-confidence, promotes concentration, and improves body awareness. That's how it's done. Start in mountain pose. Shift weight onto your left foot and lift your right foot off the floor. Place your right foot on either the inside of your left ankle, calf muscle, or thigh. Avoid placing your foot directly on the knee. Press your right foot against your left thigh and your left thigh against your right foot. Bring your hands together in prayer position in front of your chest or extend them over your head. Fixate a point in front of you or close your eyes for more challenge. Hold the position for 30 seconds or more and breathe calmly and deeply. Then switch sides. Tips: if you find it difficult to keep your balance, you can hold on to a wall or a chair. If you stretch your arms above your head, you can interlace your fingers and turn your palms up. 3. Warrior Eye, Virabhadrasana Eye. Warrior Eye is a standing stretch and strengthening pose that engages the legs, hips, back, and arms. It also promotes endurance, balance, and self-confidence. That's how it's done. Start in mountain pose. Take a big step back with your right leg and rotate your right foot outward 45 degrees. Bend your left knee over your left ankle so that your left thigh is parallel to the floor. Your right leg remains straight. Twist your torso forward and raise your arms above your head. The palms face each other or touch. Look up or straight ahead, whichever is more comfortable for your neck. Hold the position for 30 seconds or more and breathe calmly and deeply. Then switch sides. Tips: make sure your front knee doesn't go past your toes. If you want to keep your hips parallel to the front of the mat, you can bring your back foot a little closer to the mat. If you want to keep your arms vertical, you can pull your shoulders away from your ears and squeeze your shoulder blades together. 4. Warrior 2, Virabhadrasana 2. The Warrior 2 is a standing stretch and strengthening pose that engages the legs, hips, back, and arms. It also promotes endurance, balance, and self-confidence. That's how it's done. Start in mountain pose. Take a big step backwards with your right leg and rotate your right foot outwards 90 degrees. Bend your left knee over your left ankle so that your left thigh is parallel to the floor. Your real leg stays straight. Open your torso to the side and stretch your arms out at shoulder level. The palms face down. Look over your left hand or straight ahead, whichever is more comfortable for your neck. Hold the position for 30 seconds or more and breathe calmly and deeply. Then switch sides. Tips: make sure your front knee doesn't go past your toes. If you want to align your hips parallel to the long side of the mat, you can bring your back foot a little closer to the mat. If you want to keep your arms parallel to the floor, you can pull your shoulders away from your ears and squeeze your shoulder blades together. 5. Triangle, Utthita Trikonasana. The triangle is a standing stretch that stretches the legs, hips, back, and arms. It also improves flexibility, balance, and blood circulation. That's how it's done. Start in mountain pose. Take a big step backwards with your right leg and rotate your right foot outwards 90 degrees. Extend both legs and align your heels in one line. Extend your left arm over your head and tilt your torso to the side until your left arm is parallel to the floor. Then lower your left arm and place it on your left shin, left ankle, or the floor next to your left foot. Raise your right arm. A collection of yoga sequences for different goals and needs, such as stress relief, energy gain, sleep improvement, weight management, back pain, pregnancy, and more. Yoga is an ancient practice that balances body, mind, and spirit. Yoga can provide many health and well-being benefits, such as improving flexibility, strength, posture, breathing, blood pressure, the immune system, and mood. Yoga can also help to deal with various ailments and challenges that may arise in everyday life. In this article, we will introduce you to a collection of yoga sequences that you can try for different goals and needs, such as stress relief. Stress is a common cause of many physical and psychological problems, such as headaches, insomnia, anxiety, depression, and cardiovascular disease. Yoga can help reduce stress by calming the nervous system, deepening breathing, relaxing muscles, and increasing awareness of the present moment. A possible yoga sequence for stress relief could look like this. Start with a short meditation or breathing exercise, pranayama, to center and calm down. For example, you can practice a few rounds of Nadi Shodhana, alternating breathing, or Ujjayi, oceanic breathing. Do some gentle warm-ups like cat-cow, Marjaryasana, Bidhalasana, to mobilize the spine, or Sun Salutation A, Surya Namaskar A, to stimulate circulation. Perform some calming poses such as forward bend, Uttanasana, child pose, Balasana, lying butterfly, Supta Baddha Konasana, or lying twist, Jathara Parivartanasana, to release tension in the back, neck, shoulders, and hips to solve. End your practice with a final relaxation, Savasana, to completely calm the body and mind. You can also put a blanket or pillow under your head or knees for even more comfort. Energy generation. Sometimes we feel tired, listless. Yoga can help increase our energy levels by boosting metabolism, increasing oxygen flow, balancing hormones, and elevating mood. A possible yoga sequence for energy generation could look like this. Begin with a dynamic meditation or breathing exercise, pranayama, to wake up and refresh. For example, you can practice a few rounds of Kapalabhati, fire breathing, or Bhastrika, bellows breathing. Do some strengthening warm-ups like Sun Salutation B, Surya Namaskar B, to warm up and stretch the body. Perform some energizing poses like Warrior I, Virabhadrasana I, Warrior II, Virabhadrasana II, Triangle, Trikonasana, or Camel, Ustrasana, to strengthen the legs, arms, chest, and core. Finish your practice with a short relaxation, Savasana, to disperse and harmonize the energy throughout the body. You can also put an eye mask or scarf over your eyes to relax even more. Sleep improvement. Sleep is important for our health and well-being. Lack of sleep can lead to many problems, such as difficulty concentrating, irritability, memory loss, weakened immune systems, and increased risk of chronic diseases. Yoga can help improve our sleep by promoting sleep quality, increasing sleep duration, making it easier to fall asleep, and reducing nighttime awakenings. A possible yoga sequence for sleep improvement might look like this. Begin with a relaxing meditation or breathing exercise, pranayama, to prepare for sleep and calm the mind. For example, you can practice a few rounds of Anuloma Viloma, alternating breathing with pauses, or Brahmari B breathing. Do some gentle stretching exercises, such as neck rolls, shoulder circles, arm circles, or leg circles, to release the tension in your body. Perform some sleep-inducing poses such as lying knees to chest, Apanasana, lying pigeon, Supta Kapodasana, lying hero, Supta Virasana, or legs against the wall, Viparita Karani, to improve digestion, circulation, breathing, and to regulate the nervous system. Conclude your practice with a final relaxation, Savasana, to guide the body and mind into a deep and restful sleep. You can also put a blanket or pillow under your head or knees for even more comfort. Weight management. Weight is a sensitive issue for many people. Too much or too little weight can lead to various health problems, such as diabetes, cardiovascular disease, joint pain, eating disorders, or depression. Yoga can help manage our weight by stimulating metabolism, regulating appetite, increasing self-esteem, and emotion promotes natural balance. A possible yoga sequence for weight management could look like this. Start with a motivating meditation or breathing exercise, pranayama, to focus on your goal and strengthen your willpower. For example, you can practice a few rounds of Satali, cooling breath, or Agnisara, fire activation. Do some challenging warm-up exercises like Sun Salutation C, Surya Namaskar C, to heat up and stretch the body. Do some weight loss poses like Chair Utkatasana, Boat Navasana, Plank Phalakasana, or Crow Bakasana, to work the muscles, bones, joints, and cardiovascular system. End your practice with a short relaxation, savasana, to integrate the effects of the exercises and to praise yourself. You can also put a blanket or pillow under your head or knees for even more comfort. Back pain. Back pain is a common complaint in modern society. The causes can be varied, such as incorrect posture, lack of exercise, stress, injuries, or illnesses. Yoga can help relieve back pain by aligning the spine, stretching and strengthening muscles, improving circulation, and reducing inflammation. A possible yoga sequence for back pain could look like this. Start with a conscious meditation or breathing exercise, pranayama, to focus on your back and notice any pain. For example, you can practice a few rounds of Durga, deep breathing, or Ujjayi, oceanic breathing. An introduction to the advanced aspects of yoga, such as meditation, breathing techniques, pranayama, energy centers, chakras, mantras, and mudras. Yoga is a millennia-old practice that aims to bring body, mind, and spirit into harmony. Yoga includes not only physical exercises, asanas, but also mental and spiritual practices that can lead to inner peace, stress reduction, and self-realization. In this article, we will introduce some of the advanced aspects of yoga that go beyond the basics. Meditation. Meditation is a technique aimed at quieting the mind, focusing attention, and expanding consciousness. Meditation can take various forms, such as observing the breath, repeating a mantra, or visualizing an image. Meditation can help release negative thoughts and emotions, hear your inner voice, and feel a deeper connection to yourself and the universe. Breathing techniques. Pranayama. Pranayama is the Sanskrit term for breath control. Prana means life energy and ayama means expansion or regulation. Pranayama involves various exercises that affect the flow of breath, such as holding your breath, switching nostrils, or making sounds. Pranayama can help cleanse the body, clear the mind, increase energy, and balance the body and mind. Energy centers. Chakras. Chakras are imaginary vortices or wheels of energy located along the spine. There are 7 main chakras, each associated with a specific color, element, organ, and psychic function. The chakras can become blocked or disturbed by various factors, which can lead to physical or emotional problems. Through yoga, one can try to open, balance, and harmonize the chakras by practicing specific asanas, mantras, mudras, or meditations. Mantras. Mantras are sacred syllables or words that are repeated to produce a specific vibration or quality. Mantras can be spoken or thought out loud or quietly. Some mantras have a concrete meaning, others are just sounds. Mantras can help focus the mind, expand consciousness, or manifest a specific intention. Mudras. Mudras are symbolic gestures or postures of the hands or body that represent a specific energy or meaning. Mudras can be used alone or in combination with asanas, pranayama, or meditation. Mudras can help affect the flow of energy in the body, stimulate specific organs or emotions, or express spiritual qualities. Conclusion. Yoga is a diverse and profound practice that encompasses many aspects. The advanced aspects of yoga can be challenging and enriching for anyone looking to deepen their yoga experience. However, you should always listen to your own body and mind, and not overwhelm or compare yourself. Yoga is a path of self-knowledge and joy. A glossary of the most important yoga terms and expressions. Yoga is an ancient Indian practice meant to balance the body, mind, and spirit. Yoga includes various aspects such as physical exercises, asanas, breathing techniques, pranayama, meditation, ethical rules, spiritual principles, and more. To better understand yoga, it is helpful to know some of the key terms and expressions used in this tradition. In this article, we present a glossary of the most important yoga terms and expressions that you may encounter in your yoga practice. Asana, a physical posture or practice in Hatha Yoga, the second stage in Patanjali's 8-limbed yoga path. Asanas are designed to make the body healthy, flexible, and strong, calm the mind, and harmonize the energy. There are many different asanas named after animals, plants, gods, or other objects. For example, Shavasana means corpse pose, Tadasana means mountain pose, or Matsyasana means fish pose. Bhakti Yoga, the yoga of loving devotion, one of the 4 great yoga paths. Bhakti yoga is the path of the heart expressed through prayer, chanting, ritual, worship, and selflessness. Bhakti yoga aims to develop an intimate relationship with God or the divine and to dissolve the ego. Chakra, a word literally meaning wheel, denoting an energy center or level of consciousness in the subtle body. Chakras are central concepts in Tantra or Tantrism, an esoteric stream of Hinduism and Buddhism. There are 7 main chakras along the spine, each associated with a color, element, mantra, symbol, and various qualities. For example, the first chakra, Muladhara, root chakra, is red, associated with the element of earth, and represents security, stability, and survival. Dharana, concentration, the 6th stage in Patanjali's Eightfold Path of Yoga. Dharana means focusing the mind on one point or object and blocking out all distractions. Dharana is the preparation for dhyana, meditation, and samadhi, contemplation. Hatha yoga, the path of yoga that starting from the body leads to self-realization and union with God. Hatha yoga is the most well-known form of yoga in the West and primarily includes asanas, postures, pranayama, breathing techniques, bandhas, energy locks, mudras, gestures, and kriyas, purification exercises. Hatha yoga is said to purify the body, increase energy, and clear the mind. Jnana yoga, the yoga of knowledge, one of the 4 great paths of yoga. Jnana yoga is the path of the intellect which expresses itself through study, logic, analysis, and discrimination. Jnana yoga aims to distinguish the true self from the false self and to see through the illusion of the world. Karma, a word that literally means doing or deed and describes the principle of retribution for our actions. Karma is the universal law of cause and effect that states that every action has a corresponding reaction. Karma determines our destiny both in this life and in future lives. Meditation, a state of deepened concentration and awareness in which the mind becomes still and clear. Meditation is the 7th step in Patanjali's Eightfold Path of Yoga and is also called dhyana. Meditation can take various forms, such as observing the breath, repeating a mantra, visualizing an image, or being mindful of the present moment. Niyama, the personal disciplines or rules of conduct, the 2nd stage in Patanjali's Eightfold Path of Yoga. Niyamas are guidelines for dealing with oneself and one's own development. There are 5 niyamas: Satya, purity; Santosha, contentment; Tapas, fire, discipline; Svadhyaya, self-study; and Ishvara, pranadhana, devotion to God. Om, the sacred symbol and sound of the Absolute, the source of all creation. Om is also spelled Aum and consists of 3 syllables, A, U, and M, representing the 3 aspects of the divine: creation, preservation, and destruction. Om is often chanted or recited at the beginning and end of a yoga class or meditation to connect with the universal energy. Prana, the life energy or life force that permeates and animates everything. Prana is the breath of life that exists in different forms and qualities. Prana flows through the subtle body in specific channels called nadis. Prana can be regulated and increased through pranayama, breathing techniques, asanas, postures, and other exercises. Raja Yoga, the royal yoga, one of the 4 great paths of yoga. Raja Yoga is the path of mind control expressed through the 8 stages of Patanjali: yama, ethical rules; niyama, personal disciplines; asana, postures; and pranayama, breathing techniques; pratyahara, sensory retreat; dharana, concentration; dhyana, meditation; and samadhi, contemplation. Samadhi, contemplation or superconsciousness, the 8th and highest stage in Patanjali's Eightfold Path of Yoga. Samadhi is a state of perfect oneness with the object of meditation or with the Absolute. Samadhi is the goal of yoga and is also known as liberation, enlightenment, or nirvana. Tantra, an esoteric branch of Hinduism and Buddhism that deals with the secret aspects of creation. Tantra literally means tissue or continuum and refers to the connection between the microcosm, the individual, and the macrocosm, the universe. Tantra uses different methods like mantras, yantras, mudras, rituals, initiations, and sexual practices to awaken and transform the energy. Yama, the precepts of ethics or conduct, the 1st stage in Patanjali's Eightfold Path of Yoga. Yamas are guidelines for dealing with others and the environment. There are 5 yamas: ahimsa, nonviolence; satya, truthfulness; asteya, non-stealing; brahmacharya, continence; and aparigraha, non-attachment. Yoga, a word that literally means connection or unity, and describes an ancient Indian practice meant to harmonize the body, mind, and spirit. Yoga is both a philosophy and a method that encompasses different paths, such as Hatha Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, Jnana Yoga, or Raja Yoga. Yoga aims to realize the true self and to unite with the divine. Yoga is accessible and adaptable to everyone, regardless of age, gender, fitness, or experience. Yoga is an ancient practice that brings body, mind, and spirit into harmony. Yoga offers many health benefits such as improving flexibility, strength, breathing, focus, and relaxation. But how can you start yoga if you have never been on a mat? And which yoga style best suits your needs and goals? The good news is yoga is accessible and adaptable to everyone, regardless of age, gender, fitness level, or experience. There are many different types of yoga that vary in focus, pace, and intensity. For example, Iyengar Yoga is a method that is characterized by precise alignment, long-held and dynamic asanas, and the use of props such as blocks, straps, or pillows. Iyengar Yoga is particularly suitable for beginners or people with physical disabilities as it corrects posture and prevents injuries. Those who prefer a little more momentum and challenge can try Vinyasa Yoga. This style of yoga combines flowing movements with the rhythm of breathing, creating a harmonious flow from one position to the next. Vinyasa yoga promotes endurance, coordination, and flexibility, and can vary greatly depending on the teacher and level. Yin yoga is a good choice for anyone who longs for peace and serenity. Yin yoga focuses on deep stretching of connective tissue and fascia through passive and sustained asanas. Yin yoga has a calming effect on the nervous system, relieves tension and blockages, and promotes meditation. These are just a few examples of the diversity of yoga. There are many other yoga styles, such as Hatha Yoga, Bikram Yoga, Kundalini Yoga, or Ashtanga Yoga. Everyone can find their own way to practice and enjoy yoga. It's important to listen to your body, respect your limits, and have fun. Because, as famous yoga master BKS Iyengar said, yoga is a lamp that once lit never goes out. The more you practice, the brighter the light becomes. The most common questions and concerns from yoga beginners. Yoga is a popular form of physical and mental exercise that offers many health and well-being benefits. However, for many people who want to start yoga, there are some questions and concerns that might prevent them from taking the first step. In this article, we will answer some of the most common questions and concerns yoga beginners have, and give them tips on how to start and enjoy their yoga practice. Question: do I need special equipment or clothing for yoga? Answer: no, you don't need any special equipment or clothing to do yoga. The most important thing is that you can move comfortably and freely. You can use a yoga mat to protect your joints and improve your grip, but you can also use a towel or blanket. You can also use a pillow, block, or strap to support or deepen your posture, but it's not a must. You can wear any comfortable clothing that allows you to stretch and breathe. However, avoid clothing that is too loose or too tight, which could limit or distract you. Question: do I have to be flexible to do yoga? Answer: no, you don't have to be flexible to do yoga. Yoga is suitable for everyone, regardless of age, height, weight, or flexibility. Yoga even helps you improve your flexibility by stretching and relaxing your muscles. You don't have to be able to twist yourself into complicated positions or touch your toes. The goal of yoga is not to compare or judge you, but to connect with your body and breath and feel good about yourself. Question: what type of yoga should I try? Answer: there are many different types of yoga, each varying in style, pace, focus, and difficulty. There is no right or wrong yoga, only the yoga that suits you best. To find out what type of yoga you like, you can attend various classes or research online. Some of the most popular types of yoga are Hatha Yoga, a basic form of yoga that combines physical postures, asanas, with breathing exercises, pranayama. Hatha yoga is ideal for beginners as it is slow, gentle, and teaches the basics of yoga. Vinyasa yoga, a dynamic form of yoga that synchronizes a smooth transition between asanas with the breath. Vinyasa yoga is good for people looking for a powerful and varied practice that stimulates the heart and circulation. Yin yoga, a passive form of yoga that uses long-held asanas up to 5 minutes to stretch and heal deep connective tissue, fascia. Yin yoga is good for people looking for a calm and meditative practice that reduces stress and increases flexibility. Bikram yoga, an intense form of yoga practiced in a room heated to 40 degrees Celsius. Bikram yoga consists of 26 asanas and 2 breathing exercises performed in a set order. Bikram yoga is good for people looking for a challenging and sweaty practice that detoxifies and strengthens the body. Safe yoga practice. Yoga is a popular form of physical and mental exercise that can offer many health and wellness benefits. But as with any other activity, there are also some risks to be aware of to ensure a safe yoga practice. In this article, we will share some tips and advice on how to avoid injury and get the most out of your yoga experience. First, it is important to find a qualified and experienced yoga teacher who can provide the right guidance and correction. A good teacher will take into account the individual needs and abilities of the students and adapt the exercises accordingly. He or she will also ensure students maintain proper breathing, alignment, and posture to increase the effectiveness of the exercises and reduce the risk of injury. Secondly, it is advisable to do a pre-yoga warm-up and post-yoga stretching to loosen muscles and improve flexibility. Some light cardio exercises, such as running, cycling, or jumping, can stimulate circulation and prepare the body for the yoga session. After yoga, one should take a few minutes to gently stretch and relax muscles to relieve tension and promote recovery. Third, listen to your body and respect your limits. Yoga is not a competitive sport that involves overexerting yourself or comparing yourself to others. Everyone has their own anatomy, flexibility, and strength that can change from day to day. Therefore, one should not attempt to force or hold any pose that causes pain or discomfort. Instead, focus on your breathing and allow yourself to pause or use modifications when necessary. Fourth, one should use proper equipment and clothing to support safe yoga practice. A non-slip mat is essential to ensure a stable footing and good cushioning. One should also wear comfortable clothing that does not restrict or chafe. Also, it can be helpful to have some tools on hand, such as blocks, straps, or pillows, to facilitate or deepen certain poses. Finally, one should have fun and enjoy the yoga practice. Yoga is a wonderful way to connect with your body and mind, reduce stress, and improve overall well-being. By following these tips, one can establish a safe yoga practice that is both challenging and rewarding. The free video course for this book. For technical reasons, the possibilities to show you yoga poses and processes are very limited with an e-book or a paper book. But this is not a problem, as the HassanChat Audiobooks label has already published over 500 videos and over 2,000 pictures for free on YouTube, Facebook, Pinterest in recent years. Just watch the videos, and if you like a figure or pose, you can imitate it. You can find this content on our HassanChat channel. This book is based on the Model Welt course entitled Free Yoga for Beginners course. This is available on our YouTube channel, Model Welt. If you are looking for the right music for doing yoga, we have Chill Out and Music for Sport albums that you can listen to for free on Amazon Music or in any other music app. HassanChat Audiobooks already has several audiobooks in English on the subject of yoga and fitness. So if you can speak English, just listen to an audiobook from us. You can find these on the HassanChat Audiobooks homepage or on Bandcamp. Thus, this yoga course is over 500 gigabytes in size, with over 100 hours of video and audio. Decide for yourself which of the content you want to watch from this free upgrade. Have fun, winking face. Final word, you can find more books by Norbert Reinwand on Amazon. Also visit the website of the HassanChat Audiobooks label at https://hassanchat.net. Best regards, Norbert Reinwand.